Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, good afternoon. How are you doing today? It is exactly 2 p.m. and the live trading session is going to be starting just in 30 minutes time. I know I don't normally do this, but then let's just give some time to others to join in because we're just about 15 of us. All right, so let's just give the time for others to join in. And to those that actually joined on time, thank you very much. You always keep coming so early. And I know that I'm not supposed to delay you because other persons joined late, but today, please just give us some time, all right? All right. Okay. I think okay, I said 3 minutes, right? Just one more minute. Mr. Paul, good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. Okay, so let's just give we actually said we'll give extra 3 minutes for those that are yet to join. So just one more minute, all right? Just one more minute, okay? Okay. Welcome back. Welcome back. Let's get started. And all right, so I'm going to be sharing my screen now. But then before I start that, remember I need us to take a look at what actually went down for our Forex Factory today. So let's take a look at our Forex Factory to see what actually happened. Okay, so let me just let's take a look at the Forex Factory. You know that there's a news that came out around 1:30 p.m. today. All right, just about 30 minutes ago. Empire State Manufacturing Index All right, this actually shows the level of diffusion in the economy, in the manufactured goods, and it actually gives you a clear direction of what the market is actually going to be doing, and also it is not as volatile as you think. It is this particular analysis is not really very much volatile. Reason is because this particular trade, it's not these are news. It is not really from the government. Most times, it is more from individuals, private organizations that gives there are some sometimes you see some private corporations that actually do some research. Do you understand? So it's not as volatile as you may think, but of course it actually gives a very full understanding or full knowledge of what the market is really doing. So that's the Empire State Manufacturing Index. So like I said, it gives the level of diffusion in an economy. Okay, that's what that particular news is all about. So it is not very much volatile, but it is what every single bit of it. All right. So you probably might be asking, so why is it high impact news? Because it's very much important. A high impact news is not just a news that is volatile. A high impact news is a news that is very important to an economy, especially as at the time it is coming out. And in most cases, because of how important it is, it will actually cause volatility in the market. But of course, you know that importance still get levels. You understand? All right, there are level to every importance. All right, so let's go ahead. Now let's take a look at our chart and see what the chart is actually going to be having for us. But for today, I'm going to be looking at the indices using my MT5 because there is this particular indicator I want to use on my and it's only available for my MT5. Right. So, but it's exactly the same thing that you're going to be having on your MT4, right? It's exactly the same thing on your MT4. All right. Now, why I'm going to be using that is because of the levels and the regions I needed to work for me. Okay. So now look at I'm looking at starting up with dollar index, of course. I'm starting up with my dollar index and I'm using a 5 minutes time frame. 5 minutes time frame. This is what I've got on dollar index. I see the dollar has actually bounced up in between these particular shaded points. Now, why I'm using this particular indicator is because it already gives us the shaded points. It has given us the shaded region already, the points where the market is going to be having the major consolidation. All right. And if you're looking at my Forex factor, my dollar index right now, on MT5, you could see that within this region, market volatility has actually been very high. All right, there've been a lot of rebound around here. So here is a verified resistance. So to some of you that feel that verified resistance is just a line, but verified resistance is not just a line, or proven resistance is not just a line. Do you understand? So this is what gives you. So within this region, inside this box is the verified resistance, and it has a test count of about 5. All right, this is showing 4 because of the retest, but the total test count it has is 5, but then the retest count is 4. All right, so this particular verified resistance has a total test count of 5. So does it, which actually makes it a proven resistance. All right. So that being said, do you think that this particular instrument is going to fall from this region? And your guess is as good as mine. So I'm going to be taking a sell trade from this point where the market is. All right. Within this point. So now this is how we're going to be doing it. This is how we're going to be doing it. All these regions inside this box is our sell entry. So it is not just going to be, okay, just enter the sell. Once the market is still pushing up, you write, oh, I'm still on negative. No, within this region is our sell entry. The only place you're going to be putting your stop loss is above or on top of this particular point, which is at price 99.724. 99.724, which is also the same price level that you've got on your MT4 rather. Okay, on your MT4, the same thing that I'm talking about, I said 99.724, right? Yeah. So now on this particular trade, we're going to be taking in a sell on MT5. We're going to be taking in a sell, but remember I said that both the MT5 and MT4, it's all work exactly the same way. All right. So for dollar index, you can go ahead and enter a sell all these points. So even if the price pushes up, it is still going to be a sell. If the price pushes up, it is still going to be a sell. Now you probably will be asking, what makes MT4 very different from MT5? Why should I be trading on MT5? Well, MT5 actually has lower spread. All right, MT5 has lower spread. Okay, so if you've not used MT5 before, it's just that of course, you see, there are still a lot of things that you need to find out about MT5. But then if you want to use it, you can easily ask your account manager. This is not the best position to start explaining how MT5 works. All right. So I'm just saying that on this particular dollar index, all this point is my sell entry. I am selling dollar index from here, and my take profit is going to my stop loss is going to be at 99.724. 99.724. So where is my take profit for the sale? My take profit is just all the way down to this point. All right, this is my take profit all the way down to this point, all the way down to this point. Don't worry, I'll switch over to MT4, but then I just want to use this MT5 for this particular trading. All right, so for dollar index, we're taking on a sell. We're taking on a sell, and our take profit is all the way down to 99.542. 99.542, but our stop loss is at 99.724. So all this way inside here, you can actually just go ahead and enter your sell. Okay, for example, now I am on, okay, that's on dollar index. So I just want to sell. I can just right. So enter my sell, the first one, and then of course still enter another one, and still enter another one. But you don't need to do what I'm doing. Do you understand? You don't need to do what I'm doing. All right. You can just decide to take one, or maybe you enter one. If it moves up, you can still take another one. And of course, it gives me the exact value in Naira. Look at it down here. This is about currently I'm still on a negative of 2.5 pips, which is about 7,600. All right, that is the cumulative. But of course, I am going in for a sell, and this is my take profit. So it gives me every single thing the market is doing. The number of pips that I'm losing, and then if I enter profit, the number of pips I'm also going to be making as profits. All right, so that is why I want to use this particular one. All right, so now this particular instrument, we're going in for a sell. So we're just going to allow it to sell on and to get to my take profit at this point. All right, so that brings me to US 100. US 100 also is bouncing off from this particular verified resistance. All right, it is bouncing off from this verified resistance, but there is a support right here. So generally for this afternoon, we know that definitely US 100 is still going to sell. All right, US 100 is still going to sell. The only time that US 100 is going to be having a massive buy if it can comfortably break above the verified resistance, which has a test count of 2. All right, there's a verified resistance there, even though the test count is about 2 of them. All right, so for US 100, if you want to enter a trade on US 100 and make very fast profit, you can actually go ahead for a sell, but don't stay long for this particular sell. For US 100, you can go ahead and take up a sell, but don't stay long on the sell. Take your profits above this particular resistance moving average. That is my 100-period moving average. That is my 100-period moving average. So I'm taking my profits before my 100-period moving average. All right, that is where I'm taking my profit before my 100-period moving average. Sorry, somebody said, what is the acronym for dollar index? That is USDIDX. 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 Yes, that is the acronym for dollar index, USDIDX. Okay, so for US 100, I am going in for a sell, and my take profit for this particular sell is going to be at price 15699.39. 15699.39. That is my take profit for the sell on this particular US 100. And I told you that the reason why I'm going for this is because of this rejection that I'm experiencing at this point. All right, but in the general sense of it, US 100 is still going to be doing more of a buy. US 100 will still buy more, but just for this period, just for the time period, I am actually going to be going in for a sell, and then I'm just taking my profit right at this point. All right. All right. So for US 100, I am going to be selling, and my take profit is right at this point. And then that brings me to US 2000. Then after this, I'll be switching over to my MT4 for us to complete the remaining one. So the same thing goes for my MT4, sorry, my US 2000. I'm also going in for a sell on US 2000. I'm going in for a further sell on US 2000. I am going in for a further sell because, of course, this is actually a hammer that is formed on a verified resistance. Of course, you know, when a hammer forms on a verified resistance, surely this kind of hammer, you could tell that is actually a reversal candle, especially on 5 minutes time frame. All right, on 5 minutes time frame, when you see this kind of hammer on a verified resistance, you would know that the market is likely going to be seeing a reversal. So for this particular one, I'm still going in for a further sell, and my take profit is going to be at 9040.4, 1940.4. That is where I'll be taking in my profit on this particular trade. That's why I'll be taking my profit on this particular trade. All right. So I said for US 2000, I'll be going in for a further sell, but I am not staying long on all these sales. Especially for US 30 or US 100 and US 2000, I am not staying long. But for my dollar index, yes, the sell, I am staying long on the sell. All right. I am staying until I take my profit for the dollar index. All right. Since I already gave out the stop loss, but for the sell, I am going in for the sell, and I'm staying until it takes profit. All right. So that being said, let's take a look at what we're actually experiencing on other currency pairs. So that will bring us to, I'm going to be using MT4 for that. Okay, so on my MT4, let's start with Euro USD. Let's start with Euro USD, and then of course on 1 hour time frame, if you notice very well, Euro USD has actually been on a bullish run. Euro USD has been on a bullish run for a while. Okay, it has actually been on a bullish run for a while, but then it is currently on what is it called? A support and resistance point. When I say support and resistance point, it is on a consolidation point. Okay, it has actually been consolidating. If you don't know what consolidation is, I'm talking about ranging market. All right, it is a point where in the market where the market has actually been dancing within the same region. All right, it has been bouncing off from a support to a resistance that is very close to each other, like you're seeing right here. All right, you could see that the market is currently on this ranging phase. All right, so now what you're looking out for is a breakout point. What you're looking out for is a breakout point. What is a breakout point? A breakout point is when a trade or when the price goes above a consolidating region upward or goes below a consolidating region downward. All right, so that is the breakout point. Okay, so that being said, for those people that want to trade on Euro USD on a larger time frame, best thing I can advise is that set up a pending orders that will give you a breakout point. All right, you're going to be using a breakout point for them, and the reason you should be entering your breakout for the swing traders, you can, or for intraday traders rather, you can enter a buy on Euro USD from price 1.12561. That is for those that are actually intraday traders. All right, your entry position should be from price 1.12561. You can take your profits at your discretion. All right, your take profits can be at your discretion depending on the amount you have in your account. And for the sell, let it be from price 1.11962. 1.11962. Or of course, your take profits can also be at your discretion. But let's take a look at it from 5 minutes time frame and see what we can actually make out of this on 5 minutes time frame. All right, so on 5 minutes time frame, yes, I will be going in for a further buy on Euro USD. On 5 minutes time frame, I'll be going in for a further buy on Euro USD. Do you understand? I'll be going in for a further buy, even though at this region, you could see that the market actually had a little bit of a rebound from here, but I'll still be going in for a further buy on Euro USD on 1 hour time, on 5 minutes time frame rather. On 5 minutes time frame, I'm expecting it to maybe hit at this within this price range. But now let me tell you the best way to actually trade this kind of consolidation point, especially on small time frame. All right, you can decide to enter both buy and sell on smaller time frame, and you will actually be able to make your profit. But just make sure that you monitor it closely. because market always tend to move hit the same points. It always hits buy and also hit the sell. So if you want to trade consolidation point on 5 minutes time frame, you can actually decide to go in for both a buy and a sell, because mostly it is going to hit the buy and also come back for the sell. But for now, you can go in for an instant buy. Okay, somebody asked me when I said a buy, am I talking about instant execution? Yes, I'm talking about instant execution. I'm talking about instant execution. So for Euro USD, I'm going in for a buy. I'm going in for a buy. Someone said, what is happening about oil? What happening about it? I mean, I know you're trying to say what's happening to oil currently. There is a, what is it called, G20 meeting that is going on. That particular meeting is actually what is affecting oil. All right. Oil is going to be having massive volatilities today. Of course, it's already had in the morning. That is because of the G20 meeting that's going on. All right. And that is actually affecting the movement of oil. But I'm not going to be analyzing oil this afternoon because of it's not part of the trends we're taking. Do you understand? All right. So for Euro USD, yes, I will still be going in for a further buy on Euro USD. I'll be going in for a further buy on Euro USD. So let's take a look at USD JPY. Okay, so looking at USD/JPY, you will know that for a while now, USD/JPY actually had a massive sell-off. Do you understand? It had a massive sell-off. From this point, it was actually a very long one. From here all the way to price this point, it was already around 145, price 145, and it fell from 145 to 137. You understand? I was actually expecting this USD/JPY to still get to 135, but currently it has stopped at 137. The question is that, is this still going to buy or sell? I personally will tell you that this particular instrument had gotten to a reversal point. Don't always sell USD/JPY for a very long time. So let's take a look at it on this indicator. All right, using this particular point, you can see currently that this instrument is currently on an uptrend right now. USD/JPY is currently on an uptrend right now. So let's take a look at it on 5 minutes time frame and see what we're going to do. For this, I will be giving you a pending order trade because of where it is already. I'm going in for a further buy, but instead of you to enter instantly, wait for price to break above this point. Wait for price to break above this point. So that being said, my entry position for USD/JPY is going to be for a buy. I will be taking my entry at price 139.163. 139.163. That is my entry position for USD/JPY, 139.163. And my take profit is going to be at 139.321. 139.321. That is my take profit for USD/JPY. Then for the sell, if it is able to break below this particular week, all right, this particular week, I'm expecting it to still come down. And if that is the case, I'm expecting USD/JPY to move from price 138.804, 138.804, all right, to move from that point to price 138.579, 138.579. I believe you can actually see it from my screen even. I believe you can see it from my screen. So that is the point. This is it from 138.804, and then take profit is 138.579. That is my take on this particular instrument, USD/JPY. All right, so just one more currency pair before we go back to the rest of the indices, and of course take a look at gold. Let's take a look at GBP/USD. GBP/USD on 5 minutes time frame, I am still going to buy. I will still buy. I know that you might probably be looking at it and say, but it's currently on a resistance. Yes, but I'm still going to be buying my GBP/USD. I will still be buying GBP/USD, and my take profit for this buy is at price 1.30791. GBP/USD, I am buying GBP/USD. I am still buying GBP/USD. So you can go ahead with a buy. You can go ahead with your buy on GBP/USD, and our take profit for this instrument is at price 1.30791. 1.30791. 1.30791 is our take profit on this particular instrument. All right, so okay, fine. Just one because someone actually asked for it. USD CAD. USD CAD currently is already on a downtrend. Do you understand? USD CAD is already on a downtrend, but the downtrend has not been confirmed. You know the reason? Because remember what I told you about USD-JPY that has been consolidating. The same thing with this instrument. Look at the consolidation point. All right, this is actually on 5 minutes time frame. So I would not advise you to enter any trade on this particular instrument on instant execution until it has broken below. Okay, it has actually broken below it. It has broken below this particular point. It has broken below it. All right. So with that in mind, I will be going in for a sell on USD CAD. I was expecting it to. I wanted this particular trade to break below here, and it has done that. New candle that is already forming is below it. So I'll be going in for a sell rather on USD CAD, a further sell on USD CAD. And my take profit for that sell is going to be, the further sell is going to be at price 1.31952. The take profit for the further sell is going to be at price 1.31952. So for USD CAD, you can actually go ahead. Yeah, or perfect. You're on a sell. Yeah, is perfectly on a sell. Yes. USD CAD is actually on a sell because it has broken below that particular support. So it's a sell, and the take profit is at price 1.31952. 1.31952. Yes, that is for USD CAD. That is for USD CAD. And let's take a look at gold briefly. Now, gold has actually had a massive sell-off this afternoon. Now, gold actually had a massive sell-off. Now, the fundamental that actually came out by 1 p.m. actually affected more of gold. Yeah, it actually affected more of gold than the indices and currency pairs. So gold actually had a massive sell-off this afternoon also on 15 minutes time frame, even on 5 minutes time frame. So let's take a look at it and see the position that we should be taking on this particular instrument. The question is that, do you think that the weakness in gold is over? All right, that is going to be a question that you can answer to yourself. But for now, the only thing I can answer you is that we can go in for a further sell just at the current market price. Take your profit at price 1949.30. Instant sell, take your profit at price 1949.30. So I am currently on a sell on this particular instrument. I'm currently on a sell on gold. So it's almost at our take profit point. You can also adjust it a little bit, but on this particular instrument, I'm going in for a sell. You're not staying long, but of course, you can go in for a sell on gold. I'm taking a sell on gold, and I'm not staying long for it. I'm not staying very long, but I'm going in for a sell. I'm going in for a sell. Okay, so we've already discussed about US 100. I said that, of course, I'm going to be selling. Was it a sell I mentioned on US 100? Yes, it was a sell. And I said I'm going to sell from this point, going all the way down. All right, it has already done a double top within this region. And on US 2000 also, I told I'm going to be going in for a sell. So I believe if you actually entered a sell on US 2000, you should have already made some good profit. All right. And then also on dollar index, I said I'll be going in for a further sell on dollar index. Within that, all the regions that I mentioned, I'll be going in for a sell. Yes. And that sell is actually going to stay for a longer time. It's going to stay for a longer time for the US 100, especially for my MT5. I said I will be going in for a sell, and yes, my sell should be going in perfectly well, because now I used that particular consolidation point as my yardstick, and I said if it's able to break above that particular price level, then I should be considering not staying longer in the market. But for for dollar index, after this particular 230, I'm expecting it to fall lower. I'm expecting it to fall lower. Do you understand? I'm expecting it to fall lower. All right, so that basically is that. But let's just take a look at something very much important, especially on I would have actually preferred to show you a little bit on MT5, but then this particular meeting is not to give you an MT5 tour, but I hope that one of these days we can actually have a very good analysis using MT5. And I'll just show you some of the few things that you can actually enjoy just by using MT5. It's one of those instruments, applications that you can actually make some really good profit from, especially if you know how to navigate around it. If you know how to navigate around your MT5, I think you should be able to make some pretty much profit from it. All right. Okay, so it's almost time. Um, it's almost time for it's almost 2:30 where the market volatility will start up. Now, if you feel that now, one of the things that I needed to know is that during the 2:30 trade, it is the beginning of a new session. Do you understand? It is the beginning of a new session. And this particular US session is always very volatile. Do you understand? That is why most of the trades that we give out within the time, they are always US instruments. All right. It's either is US currency or US indices. And this particular trade, they always give you, at least the volatility always help you to at least make some good profit from the market. Do you understand? So, and I believe that you should have already made some good profit from the trades. US 2000, of course, US 2000 is a sell and it's already in good profit. For US 100, you can hold on your US 100. You don't need to rush out of the trade. US 30, did you analyze US 30? Did we? Oh, I think I actually it's actually it escaped me. But then gold perfectly well. You should have already made good profits from gold. And of course, your dollar index. I said okay, fine. A further sell on dollar index. GBP USD. Yes, we're still going in for a further buy on GBP USD. Yes, don't cancel your buy. We're going in for a further buy on GBP USD. And this particular USDJPY, I say USDJPY is a pending trade. Use pending order for USDJPY. Use pending order for USDJPY. Use pending order for USDJPY. All right. So that is actually most of the things that we've considered. And okay, I think we mentioned the USD card. Yes, I say USD card is actually a further sell. All right, USD card is a further sell. But then for US 30, with the way US 30 is pushing up, I would not advise you to just jump into a buy. All right, I will okay, allow it to break above here, but then I feel that US 30 is still going to buy more. US 30 is still going to buy more. But if you're on a sell on US 30, don't be in a haste to close your sell. Don't be in a haste to close your sell on US 30 if you're on a sell on US 30. But for now, because the way the buy is happening, it is something that is going to crash anytime soon. It is going to crash anytime soon. All right. So don't be in a haste to close your sell on US 30. That is if you're actually on a sell on US 30, because I actually forgot to do an analysis on it. But for US 100, yes, I will still be going in for a sell on US 100. US 2000 already made us some really good profits. I don't know how many of you took up the US 2000, but it already made us some really, really, really good profits. And that is a good one. And the rest of the trades are going to come in handy going forward. All right, so let's take a look at, and tomorrow we're going to be having agro commodities expose. That is for tomorrow. And I'm going to be taking the class myself. All right, so we're going to be looking at agro commodities tomorrow. There are some few things. I know last time we actually discussed on some things, but then this time around, there are some couple of things that we're going to be looking out for. And of course, we're still going to be considering a really good impression on this particular instrument. But on just to be on a better direction, for agro commodities, if you want to take up any position on agro commodities right now, please go in for a buy. All right, go in for a buy. And the buy I'm talking about is something that you can actually hold on for a longer time. Do you understand? Agro commodities, you can go in for a buy. The market is not opened yet. And I don't know, the market probably might have a gap down or something. But generally, for today, if you want to go in for agro commodities, you can go in for a buy. All right. Now, on Friday, we actually considered a sell, and it was a good selling day, even though the sell got to a certain level and then it started reversing. But at least we made some good profit from it. But for today, we are going to be looking out for a further buy. Now, why I said that for a buy, even though we've not gotten the direction yet, the instrument has actually this particular one had a reversal from here. On Thursday, there was a reversal on Thursday. There was a reversal that happened on Thursday, and it has broken above this point. The same thing also happened on US 30. We also had a reversal somewhere around here on Thursday also. That's for corn. We also had a reversal, and also for soybean, we also had a reversal within this region. So with that, especially for wheat and corn, we're going to be looking out for a further buy on the instruments. We're going to be looking out for a further buy on the instruments. Mr. Paul, I'm just going to call the US 2000, the USJPY for you because you've always been joining the meeting. All right, but then let me just cut that out for you. So sorry, USJPY already got to take profit, sir. The entry I gave out already got to take profit. All right, the entry I gave out already got to take profit. Okay. The entry I gave out for USJPY already got to take profit. But for USJPY, yeah, you can actually still go in for a further buy. You can go in for a further buy. All right. You can go in for a further buy on USJPY because USJPY, the reversal has changed. All right. So my buy on USJPY is still going to be continuing up. All right. It's still going to continue upwards. All right. All right, so for USJPY, it has already gotten to take profit, but it will still buy, rather, it will still buy. I don't know if it was sell, I said it will still buy. Okay, oh, wow. Look at wheat. Wheat actually had a gap down. Wheat actually had a gap down. Okay, fine. We're going to be following the sell on wheat. We're going to be following the sell on wheat and corn. We are going to be following the sell on wheat, corn, and soybean. Yes, for agro-commodities, it's going to be a sell for this afternoon. Agro-commodities is going to be a sell, but please don't stay long. Now, looking at the ADX already. ADX is giving us a sell confirmation on wheat. Let's also look at it on corn and see if we're getting the same kind of signal. On corn also, perfect. ADX is also giving us a sell confirmation. And then let's take a look at it on wheat. ADS is also good, should be giving us also a perfect sell confirmation too. So for agro-commodities, a sell is perfect. A sell is perfect. A sell is perfect on agro-commodities. A sell is perfect on agro-commodities. Said, is it any agro-commodities? Yes, of course, which is actually the three I've been mentioning. I said wheat, corn, and soybean. These are basically the three I always mention every single time. So I am going in for a further sell on wheat, corn, and soybean, but you are not staying long. You are not staying long because the trend of these instruments currently are buy. So for that alone, don't stay long. Make your profit and exit the trade. Thank you everybody for joining me today. We're going to be seeing the same time tomorrow, the same length. So agro-commodities, I am in for a buy. Wheat is agro-commodities. I don't know. When you mean wheat is under where, I really did not understand your question. I really did not understand. Madam Praise, you always repeat questions and keep on asking the same thing. I don't know. Is that a mistake or something? All right, but I said if you want to add up wheat, oh, so you just repeat those questions like that. Oh wow. All right, thank you everybody for joining me today. I look forward to having a beta session with you tomorrow. So tomorrow, same time, same link, and do well to join in on time.